Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of the Rollin' 20s. I am Jeremy, and I'm here by myself right now. I went to Anime Expo. Steve and Jesse did not go, so while I was there, I did my best to get some interviews going. I did manage to interview Mayumi Shitani while we were there, but they had a very strict rule that the audio we recorded could only be used for transcription. I can tell you that she was a lovely individual. I got to interview her and the director of Fooly Cooly at the same time. Both of them are rather surprisingly complex individuals. It's amazing that Shitani counts herself sometimes as an old lady, because she's really well-aged if she is. She's fooled me. But I will leave that to your imagination. I will say that Shitani said that she's not a very private person, even though the only things I could find online about her were her approximate age and her blood type, which is really bizarre for somebody who apparently doesn't avoid the spotlight. She is a stage actress, which I did not know. She was surprised I knew about a live-action credit she had, or I should say in a Cutie Honey film, and she was really cute about it. The director of Fooly Cooly, he did say that he didn't get a whole lot of direct advice from the main director of Evangelion while he worked as an associate director. He largely seems to have gone his own way. The two of them are very excited to work on Fooly Cooly Season 2 for Cartoon Network, although Shitani has said that she hasn't been given a specific role yet, and if she's not going to come back as Haruko, I don't know what you would expect to do with her, because her voice is notorious, man. You hear her come out of the screen, and you know exactly who's speaking. So I hope they do right by that. But I do have two other interviews which will allow me to play the audio. First up, I interviewed Stu Levy. He is the CEO of Pop Comics. It's a new digital app that's come out where new manga stories, original manga stories, can be shared directly from the artist with fans. And you'll be surprised about the details that come out, as well as the knowledge that Pop Comics has a direct connection to Tokyo Pop. Wait till you find out how they're connected. It's awesome. We did this directly from the floor of Anime Expo at their booth, Day 1, Dealers Hall. So take a listen to this, and I'll be back to tell you about the second interview we had pretty soon. All right, so we are here at Anime Expo 2016 in the middle of the Dealers Hall at the Pop Comics booth. I got to sit with CEO and founder Stu Levy. How are you doing today?
Hey, how's it going?
It is warm as hell in this building.
It's still cool now. Wait till the afternoon.
Don't tell me that. That's depressing. Now, where does your fandom lie? Where does anime interest hit you?
So I'm an old school guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been in the industry now for 20 plus years, okay. And that means that I was enjoying anime and manga way before that. Okay. So, you know, you're talking about there's so many different generations by now of shows and manga that, you know, even that nowadays, like the new shows, I only know really the big stuff. I'm totally out of touch with all the new really kind of cool shows that everybody knows about. But when I started out, you know, it started from being a kid watching Speed Racer on TV when there was only 1 or 2 or 3 animes that you can get. So,
on 10 channels.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. That was before they even had Fox as a network. So, you know, I'm an old school guy. So that means, you know, for me, the first anime that I got into outside of growing up, was when I moved to Japan and I lived with a host family, a homestay. I did a homestay, and that's when we would watch every single night on TV, Chibi Maruko-chan, Dragon Ball, Sazai-san, all these real family-oriented shows, and it wasn't really the hardcore, you know, fan-oriented anime. It was really what every Japanese person would watch.
Yes.
And I love those shows. They were great. You know, to this day, Chibi Maruko-chan and Sazai-san have never been brought to America. They've never been turned into English before.
Okay.
So these are classic shows that still are really only available through, you know, certain sites and things like that. But, you know, personally, I grew up loving manga, reading manga. Parasite was actually the first one that I ever read, and that's what got me into the business.
Okay, so more modern, or has Parasite been around longer?
Parasite has been around for a long time. Parasite was actually created in the mid '90s, the early to mid '90s.
So it took a while to get an adaptation.
It took a long time to get turned into an anime.
Okay.
It took almost, I think, 20 years actually.
Jeez.
Yeah, which is kind of strange because it was always one of the best.
That's really notable to me because even today, Parasite is considered relatively cutting edge. To find out that it was created 2 decades ago is surprising to me.
Yeah, it was definitely ahead of its time, and that's why I fell in love with it. And then after that, I actually got into Slam Dunk. I read every single volume of Slam Dunk, and I wasn't watching the anime. To be honest, I don't really care for the anime of Slam Dunk.
Okay.
I think it was under-animated and a little bit boring because of that.
Okay.
But that's just my personal tastes.
Yeah, that's fine.
For me, the manga was fantastic. One of the top manga ever was Slam Dunk, yeah.
That's fine. You can be critical as much as you want. You do you.
Yeah, just, everybody's got their taste. So that was my thing. And then as I got more into, the possibilities of doing manga for a business, this was before, of course, Tokyo Pop's old school. So, we were doing it when there really wasn't anybody bringing manga to America. And so I got to spend time in my apartment in Japan reading manga, and I actually kind of fell in love with shoujo manga. So I was reading, back then Hanayori Dango, and it was before Fruits Basket, which ultimately became one of our big series. But I love this series called Gokinjo Monogatari, which is called Neighborhood Story in English.
Okay.
And that was the predecessor to Nana, which eventually became, actually, technically Nana is not part of that series, but the same author. Paradise Kiss is the one that was kind of a sequel to Neighborhood Story, and we ultimately licensed that and brought that to America. But that's Yazawa Ai, who ended up finally doing character design for me for Princess Ai.
Okay.
So this was all like late 90s, early 2000s stuff.
All right, because you've just done a great job of establishing fan cred, and you mentioned before that you're not just the CEO of Pop Comics, you're also the functioning CEO of Tokyo Pop.
That's right.
So you just established a ton of fan cred right there.
Well, I've been around for a while, so...
Yeah, and you mentioned that you're not just the CEO of Pop Comics, you're also the CEO of Tokyo Pop, which people who have been fans for more than 15 years, they remember that name in this country.
Yeah.
Will Tokyo Pop's library be on the Pop Comics app?
So right now, Pop Comics is focused entirely on creators.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that means it's really like YouTube. So any creator of any stature, amateur, professional, can go onto Pop Comics, they can upload their work the way they like, they can set it up to binge, they can schedule it out. They own 100% of the copyright. We don't take a single right.
So it's not work for hire at all?
It is not work for hire at all. It's a platform to use.
Okay.
So it's, again, the freedom is with the creator to do whatever they want with it. It's a free app. That means it's advertising based. The creator gets 70%, and the platform takes only 30%.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that's the focus. Now, in the future, we may bring other sort of published titles in too, but the philosophy will be the same as YouTube. We will not put those titles necessarily above any individual creators.
Right.
That's right. It's whatever is popular is popular.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of stories are users able to share right now?
Any stories they want, as long as they follow the community guidelines. So we're family friendly.
Okay.
We did see the other day somebody put very hardcore little, it was brony porn up there. And
Say brownie porn?
Brony, so it was basically
My Little
Pony, but with a certain twist to it and hardcore sex, and that just doesn't follow our community guidelines, so we had to remove that. So as long as you follow the community guidelines, other than that, it's totally up to you. Put up whatever you want.
I have to have a conversation with one of my podcast mates. He's a brony. He might be able to tell me where this came from.
He probably will, but he can't find it on the app anymore. So.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
If you're a fan of a book on Pop Comics, how much interaction do you get with the creators of the stories?
Well, the creators, it's up to them how much of their information they want to put up there, like social media and that sort of thing. But you can comment. The creators have the freedom to respond to the comments. They can put their URLs up there. And then as we build out the app, we'll have more interaction. Okay. A lot of features in store, but we got to iterate bit by bit to add new functionality.
Okay. If I was a creator and I wanted to make a story like a featured story, is there any way to do that, or is it more community-based?
So it's both. So basically, if you're a creator and you've got something really special, we curate and we have a featured section that we'll put a spotlight on creators. In fact, here at the show, in our Pop Comics magazine, we actually are featuring a number of creators' manga here, and these were just ones that we selected and we thought we'd put in here because they seemed extra special.
Okay.
That's up to us editorially, but then the popular section is all algorithm-based.
Okay.
So that's basically who shares the most, who gets the most views, likes, things like that.
Okay, can you give me an example of a featured series now?
Yeah, Ocean of Secrets right here. So Ocean of Secrets, this series right here, we actually love it so much that we worked with the creator and got a special poster in the middle of this brochure, and we're giving out her poster for free. Again, she owns the rights 100%. We own nothing of this. We just think it's awesome.
Man, you're actually bringing the internet back to the people.
That's right.
If you had to refer someone to a great first story to try out, can you think of any off the top of your head?
Well, Ocean of Secrets is a no-brainer,
okay.
But Ribbon, I also think is really fun. It's basically one of our very first pop creators created this, and it's sort of like a bunch of it's like a reality competition show for sort of a futuristic performance act.
Yes.
And it's basically shoujo manga, but it's great.
Okay. And just so people know, is there any type of subscription fee for Pop Comics?
Nope. It's all free.
All free?
All free.
I'm going to lose hours of my time.
Hey, we like you to. That's the point, you know?
No. Oh, well, I like what you built because I was there during the big days of Tokyo Pop in the fandom, and I was the one who was buying volumes of Sakura Refugees for my own edification. So
yeah.
I feel entirely where you're coming from, and I've learned a lot. I want to thank you very much.
Awesome. Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you. Thanks for enjoy Anime Expo. I mean, if we're good, yeah.
No, we're good.
Right.
Where can people find the app?
So popcomics.com.
Popcomics.com.
Yeah,
all right.
easy peasy. And of course, come back to Tokyo Pop. We're doing Disney manga now and lots of fun stuff. So Tokyo Pop, we will be having our own resurgence as well.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Yeah, enjoy. We're going to check out the podcast, too.
Cool.
Hey everybody, it's Jeremy again. Welcome back. As you can hear, we sat with Mr. Levy for more than a few minutes, and he is fascinating to talk to. He's very much a normal fan, and he is a very groovy individual. It's very interesting to me to get the eyes of the people who are deep in the industry, and the man runs Tokyo Pop and Pop Comics. If you think there's anybody that isn't deeper in the American manga industry than him, I think you're probably correct. Now, the other interview I was allowed to play was an interview with Sphere. Sphere is an anime supergroup. It's made up of 4 women who are both singers and voice actresses. First up is Minato Kotobuki. If you don't think you've heard of her, you have heard of her. She was in K-On! As Sumugi Kotobuki. She was in Hellgirl Triangle as Kaname Shimura. She was on Hyaka Ryoran Samurai Girls as Sen Tokugawa. She was in Guilty Crown as Kanon Kusama. She was even in Sket Dance as Akina. She was in Valvrave the Liberator as Takehi Ninomiya. And she was also in Gundam Reconquista in G as Noredo Noog. And she was in Dog Days as Vertfar Breton. You know, the lady is very well in depth in the industry, as well as the other ladies. Next up is Ayahi Takagaki. She was in Mobile Suit Gundam 00 as Felt Grace. She was also in Yozakura Quartet as Mina Tatebayashi. She was in Inazuma 11 as Toko Zaizen. She was in Durarara as Erika Karasawa. She was in Asobi ni Ikuyo as Ichika. She was in number 6 as Anne. You know, she is... Oh, and she was also in Sword Art Online as Lisbeth, or Rika Shinozaki. She is all over the place. She's even in Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy as Mizukawa Minori and Leilala Obius. Holy cow. Next after that is Aki Toyosaki. She was in K-On! As Yui Hirasawa. She was also in Last Exile Fam the Silver Wing as Fam Fan Fan. She was in Pokemon the Movie Black Vicente and Resharm White as Koroneko. She was in Excel World as Chiyuri Kurashima, also known as Lime Bell in the series. She was in Medaka Box as Medaka Kurokami. She was the title character. She was in Queensblade Rebellion as Mirim. She's even in Final Fantasy Type 0 as Sync. And then last in the group is Haruka Tomatsu. Man, this lady is also, as young as she is, she's been in a ton of stuff. She's been in Samurai Harem, Asui no Yoichi as Ayame Ikagura. She was in Asobi ni Ikuyo as Manami Kinjo. She also had a role in Excel World as Megumi Wakamiya. She was in Sword Art Online as Asuna Yuki. Man, she was the lady with the blonde hair and the red and white dress that was driving people insane with her speed. She was in Valvrave the Liberator as Saki Rukino. And she was in Durarara as Ryo Kamichika. She's been in a few other things beyond that, but man, as you can tell, these ladies combined, they are very well entrenched in the business, and then they were brought together to be a singing group as well. And they're stunningly adorable women. I want you to sit down and listen to this, because they sat down for a panel interview, and there was only 2 of us asking questions. Why there weren't more people in there, I don't know. But it was an amazing time to sit and just talk with these ladies. Take a listen to this, and we'll come back and give you an ending to this particular podcast.
Okay. So welcome to the interview session for Sphere, and we will start with the question for the group as a whole unit for a little bit, and then we'll move on to individual questions for each person. Okay? So, yes, if you have it.
I'm Jeff. I'm from Japanator.com. Thank you for coming to America. What are some things you're looking for in your trip to America and playing in America for the first time?
ジェフと申します。ジャパネー画家の方です。このアメリカに来てどんなことを楽しみにしてますかっていうその遊びとか観光旅行とかみたいな。ちゃんと大丈夫ですか？大丈夫です。すみません。もっと大きい声で。はい、ナイスミート
私は、もちろんパフォーマンスもすごく楽しみにしてるんですけど、そのプライベートでは買い物がいろいろできたらいいなと思って LA のオーガニックショップとかにいろいろ行けたらとガイドブックをいっぱい読みました。
She's very looking forward to the performance show, the live they're having tomorrow. And as far as her private life, she likes to shop. So, and she heard there's an organic shop in LA, so she's looking forward to that shopping experience.
My name is Ayahi. よろしくお願いします。まずアメリカでライブができるのがとても嬉しいです。それから私はロサンゼルスに来るのが初めてなので観光もしたいです。でも観光もしたいです。でさっき行けてすごく嬉しかったのはスターバックス行ってビッグサイズのタンブラーをお土産にゲットしました。ここ2人美味しかったです。
So she's also very happy to be able to perform live in the United States, and this is her first time coming to Los Angeles. She's of course is looking forward to sightseeing, and what surprised her was when she went to Starbucks today, there was this big size tumbler cup, and it was very delicious.
My name is Haruka. Nice to meet you. 一番楽しみなのはライブっていうのは、もちろんなんですが、プライベートで夢だったのがアメリカに来るっていうのは今回初めてなので、ずっとちっちゃい頃からの夢で大きなカラフルなアイスクリームを食べるっていうのが子供の頃からの夢だったので、まだ食べられてないんですけど食べたいなと思ってます。
So of course she's very excited to perform the live tomorrow. As for what she likes to do in her private time, this is her first time coming to the U.S. She had a dream since she was a child that she wants to eat those colorful ice creams. Of course, she hasn't eaten them yet, but she's very looking forward to eating those colorful ice creams while she's here.
I like. Thank you for inviting me. アメリカでライブをするのはスフィアの夢の一つだったのですごく楽しみにして来ています。今回お招きいただいてすごく嬉しいです。私もはるちゃんと一緒でアイスクリームを食べたいんですけど、メンバーそれぞれ個人でパーソナルカラーなんて言えばいいんだろう、パーソナルカラーイメージカラーがあって、グリーン、ピンク、パープル、オレンジ、その色のアイスクリームを食べたい。
So of course they're all excited about performing live tomorrow, and actually performing live in US was one of Sphere's dream, and she's very happy that they were invited here to do the show tomorrow. And her dream, just like Haruka, is also to eat the colorful ice cream. And actually what they really want to eat is each member has a color that represents their personal image. Her is green, pink, purple, and orange. So they would like to eat a colorful ice cream that's comprised of these colors.
Thank you.
こんばんは。私はロスになります。どうぞよろしく。
お願いします。
When you have a best of album that came out recently, and when people perform together for a while, they have rituals when they're getting ready to perform. How do you prepare for a show?
なんかユニットを組むとき、その長く仕事をしたら何かの式とかがあるそうです。そういうふうに聞いていましたが、そのスフィアの皆さんはそのライブの前どういう準備のための式を行っていますかっていう、何かその式とか。
スフィア
They just demonstrated it to you.
Can I ask about the song Ding Dong? What is the idea behind the song, and how do they create the music?
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time? I couldn't hear you.
There's a song called Ding Dong.
Uh-huh.
And what's the story, or is there a story behind it?
そのディンドンっていう歌が、
ディンドンという歌があります。
その歌の後ろはどういう意味とかどういう気持ちを込めてその歌を作ったんですかって。
ディンドンディンドンという曲は私たちのそれぞれの自己紹介のような一曲になっています。みんなそれぞれ生い立ちや音楽性が違うので個性それぞれの個性を4人の個性を一つ一つ紹介していく歌になっています。
はい、
実はみんな性格も趣味もバラバラなんですけど、だからこそ仲良しでずっとやっているので、集まるともっとパワフル、別々のものが集まるとパワフルになるよっていう歌がディンドンディンドン。
So the song is kind of like each of their self-introductions, and individually it tells their views on values on life and music. They got their different theories and views on how music should be done, and so they made all that together in introducing that for each of the members. And the song combines their personalities, their hobbies, and when they introduce that in the song, it becomes something more powerful into something more and beyond into the song.
Future Stream was so high in the chart. How did you actually find out how high it went?
そのランキングがすごく高くなってます。その事実を知った時 どういうご感想とか気持ちになったんですか？
フューチャーストリームっていう曲が、
はい。
よく知ってくれる。
ね、
You know a lot.
ランキングが高い。
So the rankings were pretty high.
アルバムと
So,
かの
so on the chart, it was very high on the rank.
As far as I know, it's on 7th on the origin.
In US or Japan, they're asking. あ、日本で。
ランキング、オリコンチャートでかなり上位に来ているんですが、7位ぐらい取ったらしいんですが、
デビューシングル
私たちにとってデビュー曲なので、私たちにとってデビュー曲なので、その時はこうスフィアがここまで8年も続けられるとも予想していなかったのでこうフューチャーストリームという曲は私たちにとってとても大切な曲に今もなっています。
So because it was their debut song, and it represents 8 years of the hard work Sphere has put into, so the Future Stream is a song that holds a special place, very important in their hearts.
How do you balance between singing as a group and singing individually?
そのユニットとしての活動と自分個人のそのミュージックの活動はどうやってバランスしていくっていう質問です。You ask a very difficult question.
スフィアはお客さんの意見をいっぱい取り入れているユニットで、ソロ活動はもう個人のより個人が好きなものを突き詰めてやってたりもするんですけど、ソフィアの時はお客さんを巻き込んでアンケートでアルバムの収録曲を決めたりとか、
はい。
ライブで一緒に盛り上がったり。
So Sphere, the unit Sphere, it combines the audience opinions into the songs they put out, and of course they have each individual's likings, and they put all of what they like, and also they put out questionnaires to survey what the audience likes. So they combine all those opinions because they want to try to involve the audience into the songs they put out, and they want to really make the live an enjoyable experience for the audience, make them, if I may be blunt, get high during the performance. So that's how they balance out.
You're all such notable actresses too. Was singing ever a goal of yours originally? Was it something you thought you would end up doing?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
They're all such notable actresses. Was singing also a goal they had?
その皆さんもその女優なので、その歌のキャリアと女優はその最初は歌にその関係することは想像してましたか？
声優をやっている時から音楽活動にシフトをしていくのは知っていましたか？
最初はもう歌の活動があるっていうことは特に予定のないまま声優としてお仕事を始めさせていただいて、後に歌の活動もそれぞれやらせていただくことになったので、そうですね、スフィアとしては事務所に入ってから
10年一緒にいるっていう出来事。
スフィアとしては事務所に入ってから 声の声優さんの仕事を始めてから3年後ぐらいにユニットを組ませていただいたので、初めその話を聞いた時はすごく嬉しかったです。名言があるんです。そう名言だけど後々名言って言われてるんですけど、
発表された日スフィアの
結成をみんなに発表するときにはるかが言った一言が、
ユニット組むならこの4人じゃないと嫌だったんでそうです必勝だよ言いました、
まあ、とっても仲良しなので、すごい嬉しかったです。
ちょっと長いのでちょっと
ごめんなさい。
事務所 agency. Okay.
So we started off with our personal voice actors careers, and we didn't know that we were going to step into the music industry. And so the third year of our career, we were told that us four are going to be the group Sophia. And when Haruka heard the news, she has this famous line that she said, which is, if I were going to be in the music industry and join a group, it's gotta be this four people. And they were really glad that they were able to do music together.
You have already released 4, individual albums and compilation albums. What do you guys see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? What kind of activity will Sphere?
その5年後はスピアとしての活動はどう見てますか？
踊ってたいですね、
ダンシング
They would like to dance.
そして変わらず仲良く
And as always, they would like to remain very close friends with each other.
でももしかしたら音楽の形は今とは少し違うかもしれない。
And their music might be a little different in the future.
Okay, so this will be the last question for the group, and then we'll move on to the
You mentioned that you're all such good friends. Did this bring you closer together when you were assigned to the group?
皆さんが仲良しだとおっしゃってますので、そのユニットを組んでからもっと仲良くなってましたか？
Yes!
もう4人でいる時間がとても多いので、どんどん仲が深まっていっています。
So the time they spent together as these four was a lot. They spent a lot of time together, so it deepened their friendship even more.
家族より合っていると思います。
They think they are closer to each other than to their families.
今回のロサンゼルスも、美奈子が行きたいお店をピックアップして、
めちゃくちゃ細かく
こう教えてくれ、調べて私たちに教えてくれて、スケジュールを立ててくれました。
So because they're going to LA this time, and Minako told Ayaki many list of shops they would like to visit while they're here, and she made very detailed like guidebooks and schedules for her. So that just shows how close they are.
美奈子は一番年下だけどしっかり者。
Oh, they're saying although she's the youngest in a group, but then she's the most reliable one.
はるかは4人の中で誰よりも元気。
And Haruka is the most energetic out of the group.
あやひは何でしょうか？ドラマチック。She is dramatic.
Oh, she's the most dramatic one.
癒しなんて言うんだろう。癒し系ってなんて言うんですか？
Suspicious?
No. She heals.
She's the healing type.
魔法使いみたい。
Sound like she's a magician.
Okay, so now we'll go into the individual questions to each members. We would start with Ms. Toyozaki and then move way over, yes.
How, your most famous work in the U.S. is probably K-On! So how do you feel about K-On! And how large, popular reception has received?
I think you got the wrong person, I believe. She's asking her, right?
I think you're asking the wrong person for that question.
Wait.
あきちゃんだけにの質問。
ケイアンを出演してないんですよね。
してます。
申し訳ありませんでした。
アメリカで今一番知られてる作品としては「
Thank you.
でそのアニメに参加した時はここまで人気作になるとは予想してましたか？
私が一番びっくりしてます。
She's the most surprised one.
でも前にも、シンガポールのイベントで軽音で行かせていただいた時に海外のお客さんがすごいあったかく迎えてくれたのが嬉しかったので
Last time when she visited Singapore, she was there for the events for the anime also, and the crowd welcomed her dramatically, and she was really surprised and really excited.
Amazing!
It was amazing.
When you finish a role, how do you relax afterwards?
一つの役を演じ終わった後にどういうふうに休んだり休憩していますか？
少し寂しいなと思いながら私はコーヒーが好きなのでゆっくりコーヒーを飲みます。
Usually I'm really sad after I finish a role, so I really like coffee. I usually drink coffee slowly and
Is there any U.S. musicians that you like?
アメリカの歌手に好きな人いますか？
ビートルズ
Beatles. The Beatles.
イギリスだ
Yeah, she noticed it now.
誰最近じゃなくてもいい
あ、全然いつでも。
あれもイギリスかな瀬尾さんブライアン・セッツァーは
Brian Setzer.
Is he American?
ストレイキャッツうんセーフ
Are there any American artists you'd like to perform with?
一緒に共演したいアメリカのアーティストいらっしゃったりするか
誰でもいいの
ら誰でもいいです。
ジョニー・デップ
じゃあ、次は、高垣。
Questions for Takagaki.
How was it performing in the Central Pier? And how do you see that series evolve in the future?
How is it performing in
For the anime Central Pier?
Central
あ、シンフォギア。
シンフォギア
セントギアに出演したのはいかがでしたか？
歌で戦うというアニメーションなので、演技だけでなく歌も歌ってアフレコレコーディングをしています。だからすごくこうパワーを使う作品なんですが、私たちがそこにキャストがかけている愛情も大きいし、シンフォギアを好きなファンを適合者と呼ぶんですが、適合者のみんなの愛がとてもとても大きいので、それが本当に シンフォギアに関わって幸せだなといつも思っています。
The anime is about battling with music, with songs. So during the recording, it was not only just acting. We need to sing, and we need to put a lot of energy into this anime. What it came out was something that we put a lot of our love inside. And for the fans who are on the side of Symphogia, they were called the enemies. And
適合者。
Suitable
あ、
candidates.
でも適合者って呼ばれてるんですよね。
適合者
I think suitable
あ、フィ
candidates.
ットしてる人たちのことか。
They're all called suitable candidates. They call their fans. So when they try to sing and perform for the fans, which they call suitable candidates in this case, they put a lot of love into their singing and acting, and she was very, very happy to be able to perform such a role.
I'm actually a fan of Durara.
Oh, thank you.
How did you prepare for a role like Erica?
デュララのエリカを、そうです。
エリカ役どういう
思いますか？
エリカはきっと彼女がきっと彼女は置いといてちょっともう一回仕切り直しますね。もう一回私は本当にデュラララという作品が大好きで、それでエリカはアニメとかコスプレが大好きで、でもすごくいい優しい人なのでとても演じていて、私もすごく楽しいです。それに今日もし彼女がエリカがこのイベントをしていたら、エリカは多分コスプレをしてどこかにいると思います。
So she of course herself likes the work Durara very much, and to perform the role Erika, she likes to cosplay and it's a very fun girl. So while voice acting as Erika, she also felt a lot of fun doing that. And she's saying if Erika were to come to such an event in real life, she's sure that Erika will be cosplaying down there.
Okay.
You cover a lot of English music in your solo debut. Is there any Western artists or songs that you also sing from them?
Like covers?
Covers, yeah.
そのソロアルバムは英語の音楽が結構あります。
はい、
その西洋音楽が、
はい、
その自分がカバーしたい曲とかはありますか？
西洋
いや西洋音
楽
の中では。
まず私の英語のカバーソングをネイティブの皆さんに聞いてもらってるのが本当に、緊張します。そうですね。私は音楽大学に行って音楽を勉強していたので、オペラとか声楽をやっていたので、そうですね、やってみたい音楽、そういう音楽、クラシックだったりとかミュージカルカバー、ディズニーカバー、ディズニーソングのカバーすごくやりたいです。
So when she's singing English songs to the native speakers, she's actually very nervous singing them. And she went to a music university studying opera and classical music, and I believe the term is audiology, that study in the sound. And the covers she would like to perform are Disney songs.
アナと雪の女王がすごく上手。
She's very good at singing Let It Go. Let It Go.
もっと英語のカバーを歌うときに素敵な英語の正しい発音で歌えるように英語の勉強を頑張ります。
So in order to aim to pronounce like the natives in her music song, in her English songs, she's studying very hard. She's studying English very hard right now.
I do my best.
Okay, so we're kind of pushing on in time, so we'll we should move to Miss Kokozuki.
What do you think is the most interesting part about American culture?
そのアメリカ文化には一番面白いのは何なのかっていう聞いてます。
難しい。
It's very difficult to decide.
でも私が思うこと、いろんな国の人が集まる一番自由な国だなと思うので、私も次来るときはもっとゆっくりのんびり自由を楽しみたいです。
So she's amazed that in this country there are many different kinds of people all come together here. So it's a very free country. So she wants that for the next time when she comes to the U.S., she wants to slowly and more relaxingly enjoy this kind of freedom.
Can you talk about your role in sound filming?
サウンドユーフォ響けユーフォニアムでの役について語りたいですが、
Just how she perceives that character as she plays.
そのキャ
どういう
ラクター
ふうに役を演じてたんですか？
私が演じていた田中飛鳥という役はちょっと何を考えているのかわからない女の子だったので、周りの子たちからもちょっと距離を置かれるような存在だったんですけども、私はそのアスカがすごく大好きで、私自身は心の距離は一番近くにいられたらいいなと思って演じていました。
So she performed for Tanaka Asuka. In the anime, the girl is she keeps her distance from others and her surroundings, and when she was performing, she actually felt the closest to her in her heart.
Do you identify more with self-assured characters like Sen in Yakaryo and Samurai Girls, or Blue Rose and Tiger and Bunny?
What was the question again?
That's a little too fast.
Do you identify more with one of the roles like Sen in Yakaryo and Samurai Girls, or Blue Rose and Tiger and Bunny?
You want to talk about how she...
Which one she identifies more with? Which one she feels more mirrors her own personality?
自信
どっちの方が
Could you
Which
say
one
the-
does she identify herself as?
Could you say the
Which one
work
does she
slowly?
identify more with?
Could you say the name of the works again?
Sen in Yakaryo and Samurai Girls, Blue Rose and Tiger and Bunny.
その
タイガー&バニーのブルーローズ。
同志のキャラたちが自分が一番近いと思ってますか？
声と近い
It's like I'm old and I've watched a lot of series.
彼は年を取っているのでいろいろアニメを見ています。
Thank you.
どちらかといえばブルーローズの方かなと思います。なぜならブルーローズは歌手を目指していて、その中でいろんな葛藤もありながら世界を救うためにヒーローとして戦っていくといういろんな葛藤が見える女の子だったので、より共感する部分が多かった役です。
So if she had to decide, she thinks she felt closer to Blue Rose. She's also aiming to be a singer, and the setting is that she's a hero trying to save the world, and there are of course many struggles in that fight, and so she can resonate more with that kind of character in her own life.
Okay, I'm sorry, we're kind of pushing, so we'll have to move towards to Miss Matsu now, and then.
Okay, so you are part of the Idolmaster franchise. Do you have any opinion now that it's 10 years?
そのアイドルマスターの、フランチャイズの、一員なので、その 10年後どういう
この10年間のプロジェクトいかが思いますか？
初めて関わらせていただいたのが19歳の時に18歳の時に演じさせていただいたので、今もう長年これだけ愛されている作品に関わることができてすごくありがたいなと思ってます。キャラクターはある意味年を取らないものだったりするのかなと思っているので、いつまでも愛していただきたいです。
So when she first was involved in this project, she was only 18. So she was very grateful to be able to be part of this project, and because in the project the character never ages, so she wants to continue to put this love into making the character.
You play such an iconic character in Yuki Asuna in Sword Art Online. How does it feel to be part of a character that's recognized everywhere?
ソードアートオンラインでとてもいい役をや
なんか有名な役を
るんですが、こういったもう超有名なキャラクターを演じるのはどんな感じですか？そこにいたもんね。
Thank you そうですね、関わらせていただいた時はまさかこんなに海外で人気が出ると思っていなくて、日本でもアメリカですごく人気があるっていう話はずっと耳にしていたので、今回実際にそのアメリカに行ってこのソードアートオンラインっていう作品が愛されている空気を直に感じることができてすごく嬉しいです。で、私自身はアスナを演じていく気持ちとしては、まあその人気だからとか人気じゃないとか関係なく、これからも全力でアスナを演じていきたいと思います。
So when she first voice acted Asuna, she didn't expect to be this well received overseas. Actually, the news of the hype overseas or even reached in Japan that she actually heard about it. And of course, whether it's well received or not, that doesn't matter. She will continue to put all of her efforts into performing this role.
Okay. So this will be the last one, and that should be the end.
Is there anything you can, there will be a last word question afterwards, right?
I'm sorry?
Will there be a,
Oh no, this will be the last question for my next session.
How is it, how is it being both an idol and a voice actress and singer and part of the idol group? What motivates you to be all these things?
声優であったりアイドルであったりアイドルグループであったり歌手であったりいろんなことを携わってるんですが、モチベーションはどこから来ていますか？
ファンの方の応援してくださる声です。
their motivation comes from the cheers of fans like you guys.
Great, thank you so much for coming. And
That's it.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。ハリソン・フォード
Harrison Ford.
I love Star Wars I love
No mistake. So.
ハリソン・フォードって言えばよかった。
She wants to change her answer to Harrison.
Okay, Jeremy, one more time here. See, wasn't that cute, man? Sphere is a bunch of very talented women, both voice actresses and singers. And they're really fascinating to talk to. It makes me wish I knew more Japanese, but, if it was just me talking back and forth in Japanese, I would somehow need to subtitle a podcast, and that would be horrible for you people out there. Your robo voice talking over it all. So those were the interviews I was allowed to record and replay for you at Anime Expo. I hope you guys had a great time. If you're considering going next year, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter at the Rolling 20s if you have any questions about Anime Expo, about my opinions. I will share them openly and honestly. And if you want to talk about Comic-Con, you can hit me up at the same Twitter. Remember, if you like this show, you can go to Mission Star Podcast and check out our library. You can like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on iTunes and on Stitcher and Tumblr. Follow us on Twitter at the Rolling 20s. You can send us any fan mail, suggestions for the show, or hate mail at mspfreight@yahoo.com. The music you heard at the beginning of the show is by Machine Supremacy. You can find more of their discography for free download at machinesupremacy.com, as well as their latest couple of albums on Amazon.com. It is the Sunday before Comic-Con, and I have a little bit more packing to do, and I am looking forward to seeing people there. Thank you very much. Have a great week. We'll be back with our regular show recorded at Comic-Con, and then after that we will have another show where we review another story in comic books. Thank you very much. Have a great week. I am Jeremy. Don't jerk and drive, people. Enjoy.